What's up, guys? It's your boy Vic. We're back with another video. Today we're going to talk about part two of don't let them fool you. Don't let social media fool you. Don't let Instagram fool you. Guys, social media is everywhere. And I think a lot of people don't realize that Instagram is fake. Now, some people are like, okay, of course this shit is fake, but it's very hard for us to actually separate reality from social media. I want to make you aware of that. Like, it's very hard for your brain to separate reality from social media, especially with all your friends online doing cool stuff. You be like, damn, I know this person and they're actually out here doing it, or they might be doing it in some form of way. So it's very hard for your brain to separate reality from Instagram, even though you know Instagram isn't true. And then some people people who grow up on Instagram or any kind of social media don't really know if it's true. And so some things I want you guys to remember when you're looking at Instagram, or when you're feeling down and you're not feeling like, yourself, or you're feeling depressed because maybe you see people doing things that you want to do and you're not doing them. There's some things I want you to remember. One of the first things I want you to remember is people are only showing their highlights. So when people go on vacation, what do? They post, right? They want to show, oh, I'm at the beach, chilling on the lounge with a nice champagne and shrimp on the beach in Mexico, right? Everybody's showing their highlight reels, right? They didn't show what they were doing a week ago, right? They're showing what they're doing right now, or what they did maybe a week ago. Some people post things that they did a year ago, So just realize that people are only showing their highlights, and they're gonna post their highlights, right? And whenever they do something cool, right? Whenever they accomplish something in their life, that's great for them. There's no hate against people who are accomplishing things in life, but they're only showing you what they accomplished. They're not showing you the actual process on how to get there or how they got there, right? They only show that part. So you have to realize that, okay, people are only showing the best parts of their lives, right? They're not showing the grind, right? And all you see on your reels and all you see is people accomplishing things. And naturally your brain, since it can't really truly separate Instagram from reality, it's going to make you feel inadequate by comparison, right? Your brain is, it happens to me. I think it happens to most people. Your brain's naturally going to compare itself to the people that you see on Instagram, right? So you have to understand that it's not real, but that's what your brain is doing. Your subconscious brain can't tell the difference between reality and fake. Your conscious brain can, but your unconscious brain cannot. Okay. Secondly, everybody on Instagram is trying to sell you something, right? They're trying to gain something from you, even if it's not monetary value. They're either trying to gain your attention or whatever, but they're trying to sell you something, right? So when people make you feel like you're missing something in life, it's easy for them to sell to you, right? A lot of people, what they do online, they make it seem like they have life under control and understood. They make it seem like, oh, you're missing out on the good life, and they make it seem like you're missing something in your life, so they can then provide the solution of what you're missing in your life in some kind of product or something like that, right? So constantly on Instagram, that's what you're going to see, is people consistently telling you that you're not living a good life just so they can sell you whatever life they're selling, right? And don't get me wrong, there's some good stuff on the internet, there's some good stuff online, there's some good stuff on Instagram, but most of the time they're trying to sell you something, right? So, they're trying to make you feel like you need something, and that thing that you need, you can buy from me, right? And then secondly, on that point, when they're trying to sell you something, they also try to put themselves in a form of authority, right? So on Instagram, people image themselves or frame themselves as authority in whatever subject they're talking about, whether it be love, whether it be wealth, health, or happiness, or whatever. Look at Coco. See, Coco, come here. Yeah, she's right here. Whatever. They try to frame themselves as, experts in the field, right? Authority figures in the field, so you can trust them and eventually buy something from them, right? Because people only buy things from people they trust. So when you see them often, when you see them as an authority figure, when they make you feel like your life isn't good enough, then you're more likely and susceptible to buy something from them to help maybe improve your life. And don't get me wrong, there's some great stuff out there that you could probably use that will better your life, but there's a lot of stuff out there that's bullshit, so you got to be able to see through that. All right? So their main goal on Instagram, this is probably why it's hard for you to concentrate on anything, Instagram, whatever, TikTok, even YouTube, is to gain your attention, right? That is the new commodity of the 21st century, it's attention, right? So they'll give you any kind of shock factor, they'll say whatever to keep you on and to keep you hooked on their channel, right? To keep you watching, because if you watching, then you're gonna see ads, or they're gonna see their ads, or they're gonna sell you whatever they wanna sell you. They're all trying to sell you something, and they wanna keep your attention while doing that, right? So those are some things that could really affect you on Instagram. And one of the last things I want to really express is they don't show you the grind, right? They don't show you the day-to-day. Like if somebody had a massive body transformation, right? They don't show you the workouts they did every single day. Maybe some do. I like creators who actually do that. I like creators who actually show themselves before they were out of shape and when they got into shape, and like the whole process in between it. Because then it's like, it's valid. You know, you can believe them. But a lot of people, they show maybe parts of them starting to work out, and then they get to that point. A lot of them, like if you look at a lot of fitness influencers, they're taking like some kind of steroid or testosterone, and that's how they got to in shape. Or maybe they were always in shape, they played sports while they were younger. So you'll see a lot of that on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. They don't show you their grinds, right? People might accomplish things, but they rarely record the process, right? And so you have to understand that when you're always seeing their accomplishment, you're always seeing what they've done, you're always seeing the finished product. So you know you kind of get a little bit delusional to a certain extent, because all you see in is results on Instagram 24/7. That's all you're seeing. It's the highlights, the results, the people working out, or people making money, or people getting in a relationship, or people building the life they want. You're only seeing the results. You're not seeing how they got there. So that can make you very depressed. I mean, because you're comparing yourself naturally, right? Because you see this, you might see a peer, you might see somebody around your age who's doing things that you're not doing. But you have to understand that that can make you feel terrible, because you're going to naturally compare yourself. I compare myself to everybody. You know, it's natural. It's a natural human tendency to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. It actually makes you a better person, makes you want to become a better person when you compare yourself to somebody. But what you have to realize is Instagram is hyper focused on people, the end goal of a lot of people when they get their end result, instead of actually focusing on the process of how they actually got there. So just remember to don't let Instagram fool you. Everything that you see on there isn't true. Everyone's showing a highlight of their lives, and they're all trying to sell you something, and they never show you how they got there. A lot of them don't show you. Now, if you see someone that got there and they showed you the grind, then cool. But a lot of them get to the end product. Some of them fake the end product, and they're fooling you. So don't let Instagram fool you, because most of it's fake. All right, guys. Peace.